with us for our third slot today. We're coming to you from the New Delhi World Book Fair. As you can see on here, all from around us, that there's a lot of promotion going on, and that's how many book lovers will be joining us today. And there's so many things that are happening in the background, but I'm sure that whatever way is going to happen here is going to be way better. I'm not going to sound overconfident, but I'm just the right amount of confident because with me is Dr. T.S. Parmar. This is his second book with like the art of writing, but I'm going to go step by step about a little background from him, and we'll take it from there. All right. So starting off, I want to introduce you to Dr. T.S. Parmar.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, he has a background in pharmaceuticals and medical. Coming from a sales perspective, he is so on and so forth, been in so many diverse roles that he's ended up as a CEO as well. His experience with event management is also exceptionally. Apart from that, there's so many things that he's participant of, and he is an avid supporter of literature. When he started writing, his objective was to sort of spread knowledge, and so his first book was related to the topic of pharma and medicine, and it was non-fiction. But the second book, he sort of ventures out to the topic of something that relates to everybody, something that relates to different people from different parts of life, and his book, rightly titled, is called The Shades of Life. I'm going to ask our social media manager to sort of zoom into this so that I can use this for later. The cover, as you can see, is very vibrant, and we did have a lot of back and forth options for the cover color. I do remember that was only because we want to make sure that it's capturing the essence of what it's supposed to be when you are picking up the concept of life. If you notice, the subtitle or the prompt that our author wants to give is also very aptly put. It's called "One Destination, Multiple Approaches. What's yours?" Because end of the day, no matter what route you take in your life, we all end up in the same place. There can't be right or wrong options, but what you do get are options. You just need to embrace them. And we'll be diving into multiple aspects of this book. But before that, I'm going to ask our author to sort of give a little brief about himself and maybe give us an introduction to your perspective of yourself and the book.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for those very nice words. I'm humbled actually. Yes, trying to understand what life is actually, because life is so vast, and we have just about made a beginning.
Yeah.
I just mentioned very short while back that we say we live our life in the careers that we embrace, and I've added that we actually live our life with the passions and the hobbies that we incorporate in our lives. That is where the actual pleasure of life comes in. And book writing is my latest hobby, my latest passion. Uh, we have one of our friends, another author in the audience, who shares the different background with me. And we are privileged kids. We have a 360 kind of opportunity which is offered to us when we are in the privileged background. And many of us take advantage of that. So I've been lucky along with my career, which is the life. I also lived the passion of my life through some of the hobbies. And some of them which you also mentioned, uh, voiceover artist and event anchor, international yachting and sports. Uh, I have my father-in-law, my wife here, and my mother-in-law is here. They're avid trekkers, okay? And through them, I've also got into trekking. And very recently, which I didn't mention earlier, we just completed the Everest Base Camp trek just a couple of months back. Now, that is what is the actual meaning of life. The rest is survival in life. Yeah, the pleasure, the thrill that you get is in these hobbies and these, what we talk of the ticking mark of those bucket list items. One has been lucky. I've been able to do that while in corporate life, taking sabbaticals, which is a very tough call. I did that once earlier, did that again. You also mentioned that sharing the experience. I've been very lucky that I've been guided very well in life, and that's why one has been reasonably fortunate to rise up the ladder of corporate life. Therefore, I feel very obliged to give back to society what I've got from society. And that's one reason that I take a lot of talks where I do share these experiences. I'm also associated with 5 universities on the board of studies. The idea is to learn from the new generation and also directly relate to them and share with them my learnings of life. But all these are very verbal. They are time expired, sources of education. And as we have this English saying which says etched in stone, I wanted to share these experiences, ink on paper. And that's where the first thought came in when I was doing my second PhD. My guide, Dr. Bansal, he actually encouraged me into writing my first book. This was a very technical book on the PhD topic. So the material that you collect is extensive. So that was on healthcare industry. And then this book is something which is very close to my heart. We were sharing in the author panel discussion. All of us, I don't think, were born authors, nor were any one of the panelists a professional writer. All of us were, career professionals or entrepreneurs who took to writing because it came from the heart, some from within. So it's a passion which evolves from deep within the heart, which comes and expresses yourself here. Now that is what is true writing, and obviously supported by professionals like your organization, who obviously put everything to a meaningful conclusion. So that's how this book came.
Right. So, as you guys heard, he is a national level sports person. He is an entrepreneur, a businessman, a very talented doctor. And apart from that, what he also has recently committed to being full time is an author. That is a dream that not everybody has right off the bat, but it's a steady build up of hope by all the experiences that you are going through one at a time. When we started this organization as well, we wanted to support authors who thought that they're just writers, they cannot be authors. Or we wanted to support people who were confident enough to take a chance on themselves. And from all your experiences, it's very clear that you've taken so many chances on yourself. And that's what's led to this accumulation of so many accomplishments. And like you also mentioned, you are part of so many boards which are catering to the different generational gaps, and you're constantly upskilling yourself. And I feel that exposure is what has helped you write this book called Shades of Life, because honestly, the first thing readers will ask, like, who's this author who's written this? How can you tell me about life? So the credibility that you bring from your experiences and all the numerous attempts that you keep giving yourself to make sure that you are able to sort of justify the kind of environment you're stepping into as an author is very remarkable. And I really appreciate the commitment that you have to always constantly be there, and you're willing to always, pick up the new trends. And based on all the conversations we've had, our author is the kind of person who is always about cases. Cases for us is knowledge sharing sessions. The flow of ideas is not one-sided, and I feel like that's what this book is about. It's not one-sided at all. It's not going to be like you as readers are going to read it as a reader. I think this is going to be our tagline for this book. Once you start this book, you might think that you're a reader, but by the end of this book, one of the characters definitely is going to resonate with you. You can call it Vinay, you can call it Simran, you can call it whatever the names that are there in the book, but we all know somebody like that, and in most cases, we are somebody like that. So I really urge that when you do start reading this book, that you have this mindset that you are in for a ride. Not just of your life, but of lives that you are living without even realizing that you're living them. So I really hope that you get this perspective from this book. Before I go any further talking about this particular cover, did you have any other suggestions in mind for the cover, or what made you go for this style? It's very simple. It has like a proper typographic font, and it has a bold color combination so that there's contrast. And I love the fact that there's a single road over here so that our message is clear. That you need to choose a path and you sort of commit to it. So was there any other cover that you had in mind, or were you like, this is what you wanted from the start?
Yeah, I'll go to the genesis of the book.
Please.
And the thought process.
Yeah.
Like I just said, besides what we do in corporate life, boardrooms and PPTs, this is one of the passion areas that most of us young authors had in life. One thing that I pride myself of, and unless I've done it subconsciously, I don't know, I've lived my life with ethics, principles, and morals. I think college kids are taught to be disciplined.
For sure.
And then the individual lives that you have. I don't think I've trampled on anyone or done anything, consciously unfair to someone to reach where I did. And one has been lucky, like I just said. So I always wanted to promote this. I have been doing that in my talks, but I wanted to make it evergreen. And like we were discussing, we do interact with three generations. Like even when I go for my talks, I interact with three generations, whether it's in society, whether it's in your profession. But then life and the world is beyond these three generations. There were people before these three generations. There'll be people beyond us and beyond these three generations. These are thoughts which are, the wealth of Indian tradition, the values. India is so rich in tradition. India is so rich in family bonding. Now, this is something which I'm obliged as an author, as a human being, to pass on to the new generation. Our parents may have complaints against us on the same front, but what I see when I go to these universities, colleges, or interact is because of the changing environment around, probably the students and the kids of today are not trained well enough or taught well enough or convinced well enough on these basic ethics of life. So I don't blame them, it is our fault. So I thought it was now my added responsibility to try and share these Indian traditions and human values. So that's where the genesis came in. Uh, like I was sharing with you, the first thought was the title was very different,
Yeah.
ethics and morals in life. And then later on I thought, who am I to tutor people and boss around them and be very, very, judgmental.
Yeah.
And therefore evolved this storyline where, like you rightly mentioned, and I am thankful to you, people who take on reading this book would start definitely as a reader, but I'm sure within a couple of pages they'll relate to one of the characters because this is a journey of life.
Yeah.
So they'll flow with the story and reach the same destination, whatever path they take. But hopefully they'll inculcate in themselves one or two or three or more of the values which are drawn in here. There are anecdotes here, there is a story here. So it's not as if it's a sermon being given. It's a life journey which is explained here. So I'm hopeful that it will be light reading, it will be meaningful reading, and end of the day it will be value reading.
I'm glad. So you were talking about your different generations, right? One thing that stood out to me is like, thank God you did not go for your ethics and morals wala title because this is way more approachable. I will not feel like I'm being lectured on life, but rather this is an opportunity for me to understand that I'm not the only one. So I do like the cover in that format, and it's also really nice to know that we're not the only ones who think we're not satisfying our parents. Even you feel that at this day and age. So already the factor is being used. So to everyone out there, it's not just us, it's everybody. So please figure it out, and you can figure some of it out with this book. Before we proceed, since we're talking about the different shades of life and all this anecdote that's going to happen, maybe you can bring a video trailer for a
Yeah,
little
sure.
bit, and we can have everyone join in for that, just for a little visual immersion. Thank you, Nilan. Alright. I like the hustle and the bustle with which you were starting because it makes us feel like, आज के time पे लिखा है, like you said, contemporary. It does help a lot. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to ask you one question, which I feel a lot of the authors do not really put it out for everybody because they don't want their darkest thoughts also to come out. But it's alright. I just want to hear your part of it. Have you regretted any part of this book? Like coming into this journey of becoming a writer and starting it off and getting it published. Any part of this book which you felt like, अरे यार नहीं करना चाहिए था हमें ये, maybe I jumped the gun, I should not have done it. Are there or any concept of regrets related to this and what you would want to make it better or what you want to take?
See, want to make it better, life is a learning process, so there's always scope for doing better. Two regrets. The first regret is I'm 58 years old now. Why did I do it 20 years ago?
Okay.
So when you're talking of human values,
Yeah.
something which was taught to me should have been passed on much earlier. I did it in my talks, but why not something in written media? So that's one regret. The second regret, which would have been a regret, is when I started the book, I actually started writing in a very judgmental form.
Oh.
There was only one character which was actually mimicking me.
Okay.
Okay, absolute righteous,
Okay.
virtuous. Okay, as I thought it, and I thought life was only that. Anyone who didn't do it was not worthy of living.
Yeah. Oh my
But then
god.
yeah,
That just
seriously.
escalated like 1 to
Yeah.
100.
And then I soon realized, no, this destination is where you want to reach.
Yeah.
The paths could be many. As long as you are not doing something unlawful,
Uh-huh.
unsocial, and that's one character which I've not covered because positivity is what I want to
Okay.
express. So that's another character I could have expressed, which is the villainous. Yeah. So we don't want to be that. But there can be many heroes following their own perspectives of life. So I'm thankfully not regretful of that because I changed myself.
I'm really thankful that there was not that character also a little bit in that book. You just imagine saying that you don't deserve to live because of it. That was very extreme, and I think that you had to do a lot of internal reflections to modify the tone of your book, how you wanted to present it. Also, like initially your thought process is one person talking about it, but I'm really happy that you brought in multiple characters. What was your sort of prompt to make that change from one perspective to multiple perspectives?
This, though it is in the genre of fiction, is actual a true reflection of what I observed in life,
Okay.
in my family circle, in my friend circle, in my professional circle. So it clustered the various personalities, and these three prominent personalities evolved.
Okay.
One is an idealistic character,
Okay.
okay, which I thought I was earlier and I wanted to project. Second is the corporate life, which I lived last 35 years, where you're forced to balance, okay, and this ethics and the boundaries are very subjective, but you can stretch them, but you should not break them.
Of course.
Okay, but I think that is the right character, the smart guy. And third is this businessman, whose goal is profits. But I'm talking of doing it rightly. So there are three distinct characters, and I think 80-90% of our social, population will fit into it. So I believe that we are covering most of the population.
Right, that makes sense to sort of not keep it so niche that there's no point of anyone just picking it up. So I'm glad that anyone from any background can pick it up and find themselves in this book. I was also considering what you were mentioning of how it takes certain time to get that idea, and how time is always one thing that we will never have enough of. And I really respect the fact that despite you thinking that it's late, you took this chance to bring this book out there. And that's the definition of what taking a chance on yourself means. And that's also what I personally like about that idealistic approach. You know it's not idealistic, but you still try your best to be, which perfectly defines you. You try your best in many aspects. It's not just luck. I don't think it's just luck. Even when you do have luck, you need to have the right set of values to sort of, expand its horizons it has currently reached. I'm going to open our discussion up to maybe the audience, and if we have one or two questions from there, is that alright?
Yeah, just a mention on the structure of the book.
Sure.
It's structured into 15 short chapters, and what we are trying to do is give a relevant quote in the beginning of the chapter, relevant to the meaning of the chapter, and at the end of the chapter, borrowing from my corporate experience, leave a take-home message.
Okay.
So something which is significantly expressed in the chapter. Because there's no point just reading it through and not getting some knowledge out
Of
of
course. Maybe we just open one chapter and read the title and the supporting quote for it.
it. Yeah, I'm just random doing that, or let me pick up.
Anything is fine.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Chapter 1 is New Beginnings and Precious Arrivals. The quote says, in the journey of life, each new beginning is a thread of hope, and every precious arrival is a masterpiece woven with the threads of joy, love, and boundless possibilities. This is the quote. And at the end, we have the take-home messages. And I won't read it out. This is the list of messages that we have. So 3, 4, 5 messages. This was a long chapter, so you have more than a few messages.
I see that.
Yeah? But otherwise, we are restricted to 3 or 4 messages.
So basically, just to give the background of your titles, you've given me a quote, and as you understand the story and go through it, you realize that the lessons which you are compiling at the end is something that they've already experienced while reading through the quotes, if I'm right.
That's right. And somewhere throughout the chapters, there are 3 or 4, integral messages that we are given. For example, you talk of contemporary, you said, lifestyle today. But we have also spoken of one of the families which is a joint family.
Yeah.
So we appreciate the nuclear families, which is the need of the day, but we also think that joint families do exist.
Of course.
So it's a mix of the two. We are talking about a single child family these days, but we are also talking about a second child being a adopted child. The first, and there's nothing medically wrong with the lady.
Yeah.
So adoption need not be only in case of a medical emergency.
It should be a last
Yeah.
resort kind of thing.
Being a medico, we are also talking about and giving hope to people. If there is a medical challenge, you also have alternatives like IVF.
Yeah.
So one of the child who is born, which is an IVF child. You're talking of an educated wife of one of the characters who, instead of going into a lucrative corporate life, decides to join an NGO.
Yeah.
So we try to cover the various options which are available, and all of them are good options. It's just a matter of what we want to do.
Just a matter of perspective.
Absolutely,
It's
absolutely.
wrong or right, because there's no one answer to life, so there can't be one choice as well. Whatever choice you do make, I'm sure that we can see it through. It doesn't matter when you start or how you started, because at the end of the day, we're all going to the same place. We just have to make it last.
Absolutely.
Alright? So, can I open up the floor to
Sure,
some questions? Or do we have any questions from that end? Even if there's none, we're gonna pick someone up and make them say it. Yes, please.
This is a very interesting learning, I'm sure, even when you were writing the book, because life is all about learnings, and I think, or what I understand, your book is about a lot of learnings from the life that you want to share, and you would hope that people can also imbibe. What is your next book about? Is it going to be on similar lines? Is there a plan? Are you already writing your second? Are you finished your second?
Very difficult question because you're assuming and actually compelling me to go on to the next step.
Oh, you must.
But believe you me, and I'm sure you have had the same exposure and experience. The first book is a major challenge.
Yes.
After that, ideas come by themselves.
Yes.
The challenge is to find time. Motivation is there to actually drive that motivation. So the second book is coming for sure. I'm not too sure how it will be serial. One of the books, which is an obvious offshoot of my PhD, is a thesis getting converted into a book. So
Okay.
that's a technical book which will happen automatically. I didn't want to do that now, otherwise this book wouldn't have happened. This I've covered as a very generic human values messaging. I'm sure I'd like to focus on a couple of these traits, and I'll be expanding on them with a lot of anecdotes, a lot of case studies, like you said, and also a lot of references and add-ons which will come in from very seniors in the society, and I like to make it more inclusive there. So those are the books which will come. Being a management professional, that's something which is integral in you. Someday I will definitely write. I mean, I go and teach, but I'll definitely write books on management. So a couple of lines of thought are already there. They need to now be actually put on paper. Thanks for your question.
Look forward to that.
I think it's really good that you have this background which will support so many different parallel streams of thought, and maybe all of those are avenues that you can explore. Really looking forward to the outcome of any, because like you said, you have senior people included, whether it's in leadership, whether it's in society, whether it's in life experience as well. So I think that's going to be a good accumulation of thought, experience and dialogue. Really looking forward to it.
In fact, you already have an example because I must thank you and your organization. We had a lovely virtual
Right.
launch of the book, and the book launch I think took 2 minutes.
Yeah.
The rest of the program was where you had experts from the individual streams of life,
Yeah.
all doing extremely well, and they spoke so well on the same topic.
On the same
That
topic.
actually can become a book.
We were discussing about how their personal experiences were somewhat relative to the topic of how your life choices have shaped you, and we had individuals from a publishing background, from food industries, well-known orators, as well as a cricket professional. Is that
Yeah,
right?
cricket
Yeah.
professional from the media,
Yeah.
Raziv was there.
Yeah, and all
And
of
from the academic field, Dr. Bansal was there, Pawan Chaudhary was there.
and we had, like I said, they're all from different fortes. Their intersection ratio might be very, very little or unheard of. But then on that platform, everyone could relate on the single topic of what is this book about and how they were sort of swapping stories, because end of the day, the connections that we make are through the stories that we tell. So we're looking forward to all the stories that you are going to tell us.
So along with you all,
Yes,
the support that we
yes,
get.
yes, of course, of course. Do we have any other questions? Yes, Nisha.
I've heard it from you now that the opportunities that your army life gave you shaped you into who you are. What are the other things that have shaped you as into who you are, other than coming from the army background?
See, defense background was one for sure. Secondly is the family that you live in.
Huh.
A lot of grooming happens there. Then the friends and the friend circle that you're with, and subsequently the companies you work in. So it is multiple sources. It starts obviously from your childhood, and even today you're getting groomed in some way or the other. So multiple inputs are coming.
And why Shades of Life only? I mean, I got that you had another title in your mind. How did you end up with this particular title?
See, Shades of Life, again, like I told you, one must learn to be flexible in life.
You want
And
to
destination can be one, okay, but approaches can be many. Good approaches can be many. As long as you follow the right path, it does not matter which path it is, whatever you're comfortable in, you should reach the destination in the right way. That is what is very important.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Alright, if we do not have any more questions, we're gonna do the traditional opening of the cover and we're gonna present our author with his certification of being a published author, because that's a huge deal. Everyone wants to become a writer. Not everyone has the confidence to sort of become an author. But here we are, and it's a huge day for all of us, and I'm really glad that you're with us for this and through this for your journey. So I'm gonna help you with this if you do not mind. This is just for the sake of memories. I've opened this up a little bit so you can help it. You can pull it out from here. The first time the cover comes out, or when an author holds their book in their hand, I think that moment is something that no one will forget. Because no matter how many times you walk through any store and you see your book, you're gonna be like, my book is there. You see it once, you see it 5 times, or even 50 times. Every time you see your book on any of the shelves, I'm sure that that's something that you would always aspire to be. And I'm really glad that you got this.
Always a precious moment. Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the launch, or the physical launch, of my second book, Shades of Life, with the subtitle One Destination, Multiple Approaches, You Decide Which is Your Approach. And I must thank Indie Press, Western Books, or Pratilipy, dear one, for supporting me in this journey. Thank you so much. And this book is available
On Amazon.
on Amazon and multiple platforms. Ebook is also available on Kindle, I think.
Yes.
And you also have the international version, which is available on Amazon and also on Google.
Yes, we have
Yeah.
Play books, we have Ingram. Basically, anywhere you can find books, you're gonna find
You
Dr.
get this.
Pramar's book over there for sure.
And thank you all for attending this session, and also for the pre-launch orders, which have come in plenty,
Right.
also from outside India. So do encourage not the sales of the book, but the promotion of this very, very useful thought of how to integrate human values in today's cutthroat competitive world. So do help this thought spread wide and far through the readership of this book. I can assure you, you will associate with one of the characters and flow with the story. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much as well. While you guys make your choices, I'm pretty sure that one choice should be picking up this book. And all the reviews that will be coming in, we're going to be putting it out everywhere. Looking forward to everything we're going to hear from you guys. And I cannot thank you enough for choosing us to be your publishing partner. It was a real privilege, because not many times you come across an individual who is so well-rounded that you can literally talk to him about any topic. Whether it's business, whether it's army related, whether it's your personal choices, mentorship, relationships, anything and everything under the sun. So to find a unique author is an addition to anything related to literature, and irrespective of the genre that you go for next time, the addition is going to be very significant. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Yes,
Thank you.
we're going to give you your certificates. I hope that you can experience this more. And it's turned out really well. I personally like it. And thank you so much.
This is
This is going to be your certificate of recognition for participating in the World Book Fair as an author. And every
the
year.
copyright.
Yes, you always
So
have
if
a
my
copyright.
wife is taking a pic, Amanjot, Miss Winnie, this is a confirmation that this is my copyright. She's always been concerned about.
Really, if you want, I can make you an agreement, whatever you want. The copyrights are yours. I'm saying it on camera. I'll go and say it out to everyone else also.
And thank you. That was just kidding.
Yeah.
So this is a certification that I was here,
Yeah.
and this book is launched.
Yes. Thank you so much. Congratulations on the launch.
Thank you so much.
Looking forward to all the good things of this book that's going to happen.
Yeah, and the value is getting spread.
Of course.